Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena, the final match of the first week of Season 45. And right now we are 2-0, trying to get a nice 3-0 week. This is a Kyber 3 bracket though, so I would like to get into Kyber 2 next week with a nice big buffer. I think we'll be their win-or-loss. For a very brief recap, because my opponent didn't really participate, I attacked first. I think once he saw how I performed and saw my back wall, he stopped from there. He didn't even attempt to battle on the back wall. I think he one-shot the front board here. Yeah, he one-shot it, and then from there I had a secure win. He also, even had he played, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have been able to get through my fleet. For the final bracket of this week of Grand Arena, my opponent is Frosty. He is a 7 GL player with approaching 500k more GP than me. Omicrons, he is at 18. I, though, have the most in the bracket at 23. His relics are pretty solid at 175. That's within the range though where I'm comfortable. His depth is solid at 207. His relic distribution though, this is where we might start to see some issues. 67 tier 7s, 27 tier 8s. These are the kinds of advantages that start causing my counters to start to fail, which means like my STRKLR Ray, that might not be as reliable as it would be up against another opponent. So this is the type of thing where this could get messy. With mods, he has better top 25 average and a better top 500 average. He is either first or second in the bracket. I'm third overall. There's another guy that is splitting the top 25 and top 500 with him. They're trading first and second. 25 plus, he's got an advantage, a meaningful advantage. He's got a solid advantage in the 20 plus. I've got a very minuscule advantage with the 15 plus. Datacrons though is where my account starts looking a lot better. He's just not participating, and I checked his level 9 Datacrons before. I think he only had 4 yesterday, so I think one of these is new and not part of lock-in, but they weren't very good, and they were kinds that he couldn't actually utilize. Like he has Tarfals, he doesn't have a Relic 7 Tarfal. He has Omegas, he doesn't have or not even Relic 7 for this because it gets Relic 5. Well, it doesn't matter because it's not at Relics. Now going through the rest of this, here's his GLs. You can see Relic 8s throughout. Same deal here, a few more Relic 8s, 3 Amis on Melgus, none on Iden. He's got 1 on STRKLR. He's got a Relic 7 Wampa, none on Savage, and his Savage is Relic 7. That just seems like a waste to put that much resources into Savage and not be able to really have that character shine with that Omicron. Traya with the Ami at Relic 5. He's got Dr. Aphra, Qui-Gon, Swolo, no Zori. He is the other player in this bracket with Third Sister, so that's going to be something we got to deal with. We got Rex, no Malicos, and Drogon. And then the rest of this here is fine, and he's got a 7-star Leviathan and Profundity. So depending on the defense he sets down, we'll see how this goes. In my scouting, we'll talk about this during defense. We'll return to this thought. Right now though, I want to look at his mods, keep ourselves on track. Now here, organize this by speed. I'm sure this is going to be pretty excellent. His gas and Third Sister are at 306, so that'll get us close, and then we'll figure out the specifics. So we got 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 in that range. And we are looking at 42 characters. His ZAM is at 298, Tech is at 300. That's really good. You can see some of these other characters, the Khan, STRKLR, you could get a little faster, 000, but he just has a bunch of really solid characters, all above 300 speed, which means we got some stuff to deal with. Now looking at his defense, he is not attacked. Last time I checked, but that was several hours ago, and still is not attacked. My defense is unchanged. I forgot to change a couple things. I meant to, and I didn't. I got distracted. So we'll just quickly glance through this. You guys know the deal. This is all what we've been doing. I was thinking about testing Maul with Garsax and Super Commando. Although in my 5v5 testing, I don't, without relics on them, there's too much missing. I think that's definitely more 5v5, or those two characters are going to be more 5v5. They're missing the healing recovery. That's what I was feeling in Conquest. They got protection recovery, but Bow gives them a little bit more. Okay, so for my opponent here, no Datacrons. That's going to be big help. But we got Starkiller, Finn Heroes, Gas, Mon Mothma, Aphra. Hopefully Krons help me out, but one of the things with the Krons is all those dark side teams, there's gonna be no level 3 and level 6 abilities on those characters. And then we have here Lord Vader, Dooku, Rey, Grievous, Bossk. So really for a 7GL opponent, not as bad as it could be. And we'll see what happens with some of this. Let's get to the big screen, bring in Starkiller, and hopefully presence of Yoda doesn't mess with things too much. We're gonna grab just some stats. I think I want here crit damage, crit avoidance. Sure. No, we're going up against a GL. Let me give you a good one. Yeah, offense, crit avoidance. Yeah, we'll do that one. All right, let's get rid of the crit hit immunity. Get a big hit on Rey. Master's training's over there now. Let's throw this. And just keep hitting Rey until she gets the damage immunity triggered. Oh, I don't like this at all. Okay. We got that triggered. Now we'll hit Swolo. Terrible. Terrible. This is bad. Okay. We got it triggered, but this is not what we want. Alright. Basic wouldn't have mattered though. We can't get assists right now. Alright, we've got to Unleashed. Let's see what happens. I wonder if that's more the relic levels or if it's Yoda. That one actually has me worried. I'm not worried about like Lord Vader here because we're using a GL to go up against it. But we made no progress up against Rey Swolo. But this is why this match had a lot of my alarm bells going. Alright. Throwing the damage immunity on Kenobi so he can take a bunch of hits from Maul. Now we'll self-target, hit Maul, land immunity there. We will... I don't want to use that yet. But we got days over on Cat. I think I'm just going to basic. I think we do it. Maul should go down from just everything else going on. Okay. Just gonna target Vader because we're gonna take out Royal Guard with Cat's Leap. So why waste any of the abilities on him? I mean, I guess because we might get ability blocked. She's off a cooldown, so I'm not going to worry about her. Alright. That should give us a good charge. We'll hit the ultimate when it's there. Let's just do another turn. We're winning this anyway. Alright. Keep going with it. We'll get another armor shred. And this should take him out. Alright. See, that one was fine. I'm worried about Ray, though. We don't really have a choice but to use JML, I guess. We're gonna take out everything else and then see where we're at. Dooku's easy. Bossk, well, Bossk has Mando. Grievous we can do some easy stuff with, but let's check up here. I'll double check with my plan. I think he has Jabba on the back wall, because that's one team that we're not seeing here. Unless he just took off Jabba because Jabba's bad on defense. Okay. Alright, we're gonna play this according to my strategy, and hopefully I won't regret things later. There's cheaper ways through this. That's the one, right? The bet I'm making right now is that his history is correct and his Melgus and some of his other teams are not here on defense. Oh, cooldowns, huh? That actually has me a little worried. What? I'm worried about this. Okay. Alright, I think Grand Inquisitor was my plan for gas, right? Yeah, let's just do that. Give him some sort of nonsense. Crit avoidance. Yeah, I think crit avoidance will work for this. Okay. Get rid of the tenacity up. Alright, let's throw down torture. There, now he goes down. Let's focus on fives. These relic levels though. I don't like how little damage we're doing. Yeah, this is because of relic levels. I'm usually through them by now. And that's usually with datacrons. Without 9th, I don't think I can do this. He could be modded in a different way too. But then again, I haven't done that in a while. And maybe that worked better because I had better datacrons myself before. We had online force user datacrons before. Alright. How am I getting through this? Alright, the way that I'm thinking about this is we are going to do... We're going to do Sith Eternal Emperor here. I'll take my chances with gas. We'll give you a tank and a body. Okay. It's late, and I feel like I'm going to run out of energy. Which means poor banter, or me rambling. Yeah, let's just take him out. I was kind of hoping I was at the ultimate. Okay, let's just auto. We'll talk nonsense. I just watched Green Lantern. It was as terrible as you would think. It's one of the worst superhero movies that I've watched. It's definitely in that tier with Daredevil and Catwoman. Catwoman's more fun though, because it's just so crazy. The cast is impressive, though. I did like Sinestro. I think Mark Strong played him. Mark Strong did a very good Sinestro. We're going to Wampa this. Or do I want to reserve Wampa? What if I Vader this? I do Vader... Talon and Trooper. Let's do Vader because we might want to use Wampa elsewhere the way this day is going. Alright, we'll do this. Go here because I want to use a basic over on Katarn so we can land ability block since it's guaranteed ability block on Jedis. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. There's like 3 major villains in Green Lantern, which was interesting because there's Parallax, there's the brain guy that, what's his face? Sarsgaard plays. And there's Sinestro, but Sinestro's not a villain in the first movie. They're clearly setting it up for a sequel that will never get made because it's a terrible, terrible movie. Way too much green screen, way too much nonsense. Is this going to go poorly? Yeah. I shouldn't have been messing around with this kind of stuff today. Because this guy's relic levels are too good. Because when I did this last time, I was dealing with not a relic 7K2SO. And we're not landing any dots. So dispiriting. Alright, let's just Wampa this and be done with it. I do like the wheezing that we hear with that weak Vader, though. That's a nice detail. We'll use Savage up against Grievous. I knew this was going to be a messy one. Come on. And then I also watched Jonah Hex, because I've just been going through all the DC movies. Because, a number of them I haven't seen before, because a lot of them are bad. I've already watched the good ones. We talked about those in some previous videos. I am now watching the terrible ones, kind of skipping over the mediocre ones. I'll get to them. Let me just auto. I don't know why I'm doing this. Jonah Hex is in that watchable bad territory. It's definitely a bad movie, but it's got a coherent plot that makes enough sense, good enough actors, good enough budget where you can just turn your brain off and watch it, and if you don't think about it, you'll enjoy it enough. It's a terrible movie though, but it's like a 4 out of 10 where Green Lantern's a 2 out of 10. Okay, do I need to actually manage this? You gotta Wamps. Like, I understand managing it when Cara Dune's around. Okay. It is 1:19 a.m. What was my plan for JTR? I was going to do Malicos there. We might not do that anymore. Because I might need to do some crazy stuff up against Rey. Alright, we're going to Savage this. No, I don't have to solo this. We can bring in somebody else. There's no benefit. Alright, let's just auto. He'll take care of this. Yeah, so that's Jonah Hex. I rewatched Constantine. That's one I actually had seen before. was talking about this on the Twitch stream yesterday, but that movie's okay. It's more like it's a 5 at best. It's a 6. Some people really like that movie. I'm not really in that camp, and it's probably because I've read the Hellblazer comics, and and I'm a Keanu fan. I'm not really a fan of his Constantine. But the movie's fine enough. Very generic, very safe. I kind of like that TV show a little bit more. And I think I don't even remember what channel it was on. Can you be focused on the... Okay. No, you need to focus on B1. Let's get through these stacks. Okay. There we go. Now we can focus on Grievous without him healing. At least healing with the help of B1. He can do his own stuff. Alright. Coming up. There we go. Alright, what's my plan for Bossk? Okay, my plan was Jedi Knight Revan. Let's stick to the plan. It's too late to be trying to think. We're gonna get into trouble if we try to think. Basic turn meter, that sounds good. Let's just take out Mando. Why did I click on it? This is the types of things that you make, mistakes you make at 1:23 a.m. All right, goodbye, Mando. He's so close to death. Let's just take him out. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, let's just keep talking about DC trash. So, generally of what I have seen, let's break this down. Wonder Woman's a 7 out of 10. That's a very good movie. And I liked it quite a bit. And it just... What I really liked about the good DC movies versus the Marvel ones is they look great, like just visually striking. A lot of the Marvel ones get really muddy looking, other than the James Gunn ones. The Guardians movies, those look amazing. But in Ragnarok looks amazing. It looks pretty good. But a lot of the other Marvel movies are just so washed out. Right, Dooku... I was gonna JTR Swolo this? I don't know if I want to do that anymore. Maybe we just do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway, just because of Nest. I feel like respecting Nest. But what if I did this like up against Gas? Would that be crazy? That's gonna be crazy. Let's not do that. I haven't played a Grand Arena this late in a while. I've been much better. Well, I think I want to try and take out Droidica. Awesome. Let's give him a daze. The reason I'm doing this is Swolo's in particular very good up against Nest here because he ignores protection. So that happens. Well, he ignores protection with the Omicron, which I think has a bad reputation. I think it's an excellent Omicron. It's the only one I have on him. I also don't have Rey. Alright, we will return to this team. We're going to clear the top. So we have Gas and JTR. My plan for JTR was what? Oh, that was Malicos. Okay. How am I getting through Gas? We can't use... How am I getting through Gas now? There's no way Traya is going to work, right? Like, this is crazy talk, right? I don't have a plan for Traya, right? No. Oh. Wait, do I have a plan for Aphra? Oh, I kind of do. That's on... Alright, let's... We're gonna... We gotta make our way through Rey. Because we need to see if Jabba's in the back wall. So that's gonna change up everything. Alright. Which Jedi are going to give me the best shot? I don't think this is going to work. This is like a 50% win rate. I hate it. Maybe we get lucky and we can soften it up. I should have done a gas mirror. That's what I should have done. What if I just started charging immediately? Hate it. Okay, there's the damage immunity. Let's stun them. There's that. Here's our ultimate. We'll give you Master's Training. No. Force is not going to do anything. Let's just do it. Let's heal up. And I'll stun everybody. Oof. Come on. Do it. Yes. Okay. Let's check out this back wall. Was, do you have Jabba or did you change things? Is Jabba there? There he is. He didn't change anything. And so why I had to check, because I needed to know how I was going to handle this. I'm handling it now with Night Sisters. There's some versions where they use zombie. I don't think I want to use zombie. Maybe that's wrong, though. We're going to do it anyway. I feel more comfortable with it. Okay. We'll return to DC stuff after we get past the serious things. I'm going to do it right now. I know that Merrin would do it anyway, but I think that worked out. I think I'm happy with how that went. It's too early in the match. I'm reviving. Doc is not charged up yet. Alright, Chrysanthemum's gonna go down as soon as he takes a turn. We care. Ooh, oh, don't you dare. Bring back the right one. Correct answer. Alright, Bossk is dead. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's get Chrysanthemum down a second time. And then we can talk nonsense. Perfect. Alright, we'll auto. This isn't going to work. Can you be careful? Yeah, so, okay. So we said Wonder Woman, 7 out of 10. Wonder Woman 1984, 5 out of 10. Talked about it before. It's not as bad as people are saying. There's plenty redeemable about it. I think it's just the story is crazy. But overall, I think it works. It's well executed. It just has an absurd premise that's pretty dumb. But once you get past the absurdities of the context, it works. Do I have another way through Raddus? Can Rex do it in 3v3? Or is that just a 5v5 thing? You know what I think we need to do? Oh wait, no, he's on defense. I can't Bossk it. Can I? No, that's not gonna work. I think I almost have to Traya it. Let's just test Phoenix. Or, let me remind myself what this Ami does. 50% chance to dispel buffs. And inflict armor shred. I don't know. So if we did clone troopers, what if we did like Cody, Arc, Rex? Because Cody at least gives us a leadership ability. I don't want to do that here, though. I don't think they're going to... What are my other teams? We got Dash. Dang it. Alright, this we can nest. I have Nest Raiders Nest on defense. Yeah, armor penetration, sure. I should have looked for a different level 3 ability though. Okay, so that's those two. The Suicide Squad, the gun one. That might be a 9. That might be a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9. So that's those three. We've got. Maybe I should do one of those tier things. Where was I? Birds of Prey. That's like a 6. It's not quite a 7. There's too much. There's a lot of issues with it. I really like it though. I might even give it a 7. No, I give it a 7. That means Wonder Woman has to go higher though. That means Wonder Woman's an 8. Because Wonder Woman's better than Birds of Prey. But I don't feel like giving Birds of Prey a 6 because of the other movies that I might end up giving a 6. Because Birds of Prey, it has some awful fight choreography, but the rest of it works for me. I should have a list. Man of Steel. I hate that movie. It makes me very upset. That movie's a 3. Green Lantern's worse than it, definitely. I enjoy Jonah Hex far more. Man of Steel's a 3. That movie makes me so angry. Alright, let's troopers this Nute. Let's get back to it. Now, in the last match, we saw how one of these goes right. And I'm already going to predict right now, this match we're going to see when this goes wrong. Because this guy's stuff's too good. Maybe I should hit Nute first. Let's hit Nute right now. No, I want to use all the power right now on Magna Guard. Okay. All right. Oh. I should have saved that. Okay, here we go. We're going to hit Nute, get some turn meter going. Okay. I'm getting the feeling we're going to get stuck on gas. Alright. This dash. I don't think this is going to work. We're going to do it anyway because I'm in that kind of mood. It's Cere. Because here's the problem here. You'll see the problem. It's going to be BAM. It's that healing immunity. It can mess this up. Okay. There goes one friend. Okay, there's my boost. I should have saved it. I should have saved it. Nah, I messed up. Should have saved it. Because the second special he cleanses, I knew that was going to happen, and I just thought I had more time. All right, let's see here. I don't know why I thought I had more time. All right, let's auto. Okay, so that means we got the Suicide Squad is a 9, Wonder Woman's an 8, Birds of Prey is a 7, Constantine's a 6, Wonder Woman 84 is a 5, Jonah Hex is a 4, Man of Steel is a 3, Green Lantern's a 2. Aquaman, that's a 7 then, by the way this is kind of shaping out. It has a lot of, I don't want to give it a 7. Aquaman's a 6. I like it. No, it's a 7. It's a very reluctant 7. It's like a 6.5. Shazam, I kind of don't like that movie. Shazam's a 5. Black Adam is bad. There's redeeming things about it. It's a 4. What am I forgetting? What terrible trash am I forgetting? I have not watched Justice League yet, or Batman v Superman. I'm kind of leaving those for the end. I think we're going to Raddus this. What am I forgetting up front? We got gas up front, and what else? Oh, JTR, which I was going to Malicos. Which we might still do. Actually, you know what? Because Dash, we can Raddus JTR. What else do we have here? What else do we have? Do we have another way through this? Problem is Dash with his AoEs. I wish I didn't mess up that Hondo. Ah, man. I think we got to do it. I made my reset, my daily reset at 3 a.m. so that I would not stay up for it anymore. I think I'm going to stay up for it today. Okay. Moving on. What's next? That was Dash. What else was here? Oh, I keep trying to avoid this one. Because I don't know how I'm going to get through this gas team. I think all I need to do is a gas mirror. This is a JTR. I'm going to do I want to do the testing here. I just want to see what happens. And we're going to target Finn. Because I don't want him to spread inspired. But he does. She had foresight. No, this isn't gonna work. This isn't a team. Like, I know the sergeant was who CG was saying. It's just I don't believe CG about it. Like, we could go to the original plan, which is Malicos, but the problem is, I don't have anything to throw at gas. And I think what I want to do is throw Malicos at it. Because I did bring him to Relics this time. It's just they're not. Maybe some magic happens. Awesome. He's gonna stand up. That's fast. Much better than what we were dealing with earlier. Come on. No, don't target him. No. Okay, good. But gas is going to get real boosted. Don't you dare stand up. No! I need to get him to higher relics. I don't think we're getting through this. I made dumb choices at the top. That's the problem. I forgot I had Cody. Cody's thing. I should have done Sergeant so we could use the crown. He's so fast. All right. Great. Okay, we're through gas. That means we can Traya now, Raddus. Now we just gotta get through JTR, which that's something that's much easier to do. But this is why up front I was careful to preserve my Traya, preserve my Aphra. Did I preload your turn meter? I don't remember. Alright, increase cooldowns. Next time I should be able to annihilate. I think. Yeah. Perfect. Alright, am I forgetting any DC movies? I mean, technically, you could say, like, The Losers. That's a DC movie because that's a Vertigo comic. That movie's a 4. I haven't seen Blue Beetle yet. I haven't watched The Flash yet. I imagine I'm gonna hate it. Like, I've given my rant on multiverses before. I think we'll rant about it again right now because I'm just trying to keep making sure that I'm talking. Multiverses, if you understand why they're created in comics, it was to fix bad writing in the first place. They're not a good idea in and of themselves. They had a specific purpose. When you are making these cinematic universes and you have the knowledge of history, you don't have to make the same mistakes. The stories themselves are not that good. And so we keep getting these multiverses and they keep failing because they were never meant to succeed. They're meant so when you have like 50 different writers over the course of 50 years, you can unify all the discrepancies. I'm lost the ability to do this right now. This is going to be a disaster. Maybe if I had ARC Trooper. But I try to get fancy. Okay. Great. Let's auto. Yes, I'm not forgetting anything, am I? Did I think about them all? Doesn't matter. Oh, Suicide Squad, the original one. Haven't watched it yet. I will watch it, probably the next one I watch. Oh, I guess there's Joker as well, and I didn't talk about the Batman movies. We should talk about the Batman movies. Joker I haven't watched yet either. I wasn't interested at the time. I'll get to it. Not that I wasn't interested. I don't know. I don't go to the theaters anymore. Interesting. Okay. Guess we're gonna have an easy time clearing this portion. He saved a lot for offense, so he's not gonna have any. This guy's gonna win if he plays. It's just that's all this is coming down to. Is he going to play? Okay, so the Batman movies. The Batman, that's a 9. Dark Knight's a 10. Batman Begins is a 5. Dark Knight Rises, if you would have asked me when I saw it originally, I would have been pretty harsh. I kind of like it now. Upon rewatches, I like it more and more the more I watch it. Dark Knight Rises, I might even get it a 7 now. I really didn't like it when it came out, but I think it's more interesting and more relevant the more I watch it. It's probably a 7 then. If I like it that much, it's a 7. That's the whole point of like this. The whole point of like the 7, that's a movie I like that's flawed, essentially. Let's get rid of all these buffs. It is insane that they didn't make another Superman movie. That they just went straight into team-ups. It's just crazy. They have so little faith in Superman to have done that. Alright, let's, this is gonna be Empire. No, you know what? You can have the Defender. Take it back. It is 2:02 a.m. Okay. Let's bring out the Interceptor. Well, let's just hit him. Get rid of his stealth. And goodbye. Alright, we'll hit Rex. I once again forgot to take the Negotiator and those ships off of defense. I almost did it too. Okay. So that's 3 GLs. He's gonna have 4 GLs for all. He's not gonna have any problem. What? How about Vader? Great, perfect. We'll malevolence it up. This is what presets are for, so I don't need to think about it. We'll hit Rose, because we're going to have to focus down on her anyway. Let's bring out more buzz or vultures. Jeez. Do I need to be worried? Oh my god. What kind of relic levels do you have? He's gonna alt. Okay, closer. Awesome. Okay. That was the toughest one that I've ever faced. All in all, I think it's a pretty decent banner score considering what we had to go up against and how many attempts we've taken. Yeah, so we'll check back in, see how he plays. I expect this to be a loss. He has everything he needs for a much more efficient run, but you never know. He might give it to me. We return with the results of not only this match, but of the week. We'll take a quick look at the defenses. This wasn't a week where that's going to be all that informative with how these rounds went. With round 3, my opponent had a vastly superior roster, and I was expecting this had he just attacked, which he did, and the other matches my opponents gave up, but we'll take a look at what there is to look at. Grand Inquisitors here, falling to Qui-Gon. I'm using Datacrons, my opponent wasn't. That was my one big advantage. advantage in our matchup. We get another hold here with CLS up against Shaak T. He did have a Data Crown in this instance. And then we get another hold here with Night Sisters up against the Bounty Hunters. This Bossk team, it surprisingly gets a lot of holds. I think even got a hold earlier in the week. It's at least once or twice a season it gets a hold, and which is why I still put it there, even though I feel like a few of these characters would be valuable on offense. As we continue through this, we get a hold here in Fleet. I put down like a nothing negotiator team. I thought I didn't prepare to test out the Marauder. I decided I was going to test out the Marauder with the Endurance. I never did it because I knew I left the negotiator on defense, and I didn't realize I changed up the ships. Kind of surprised we got a hold regardless. A little impressed, a little happy. Round 2, this guy, he one-shot everything, threw Aphra at Maul, and then gave up. And I was probably going to win regardless. And then here in round 1, you see Bossk once again getting another hold. That's 2 holds to start the season. Using JTR up against that boss, which is good because that's actually at lower levels. JTR is a strong counter to that. Jedi Knight Luke here losing to Dash Han, and that's it. So not much to really draw from this history. But we will wrap it up there. We got kit reveals, roster updates, and a bunch of other things that we are churning out. Some may have been posted already. I don't know what order I'm going to release this stuff in, but thank you for watching. Be excellent to each other, everybody. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.